Yaddle is running out of breath, and it's not because Dooku is a phenomenal lightsaber duelist. Yaddle has not been putting her full effort in this fight because she has no intention of harming Dooku. However, Dooku is fighting to kill, and he will not rest until Yaddle's head is rolling on the floor. Yaddle peers out the door and sees her ship perched on the railing, and she contemplates running back to your council. Dooku mocks the elderly Jedi Master. Suddenly, a wave of fresh anger washes over Yaddle, and she feels cold. Dooku feels his throat clog up and he gasps for air, but his entire body is lifted from the ground as he claws at his throat. It is you who has run, Dooku. Yaddle mocks her human friend. He's not her friend anymore. He is not the man she once knew. He's a monster who rejected her gestures of good faith and tried to kill her, a monster who cut every olive branch that she offered, and she will offer him no more. Darth Sidious's jaw drops to the floor as he processes what is happening. This Jedi Master, former member of the Jedi Council, is tapping into the dark side. How interesting.
My Lord Sidious, Master, please.
Dooku begs his master for help, but Sidious does nothing. He stands cautiously in the shadow so that it may still cover his face. When Dooku sees that Lord Sidious will be of no help to him, Dooku cries out,
Master Yaddle, Master Yaddle, please, 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 help me, don't kill me.
You had your chance, Dooku, Yaddle reminds him. I offered you the opportunity to step to me and make things right, but you rejected my offer. You tried to kill me, and this is what you get. Yaddle tightens her fist, and Dooku feels his lungs give out. Tell Qui-Gon I said hello. Yaddle does the spontaneous and ignites her lightsaber and throws it directly into Dooku's face. Dooku's corpse falls on the floor with a hole in its face. Yaddle collapses to the ground. What have I done? Yaddle screams in shock. Her actions were so unpredictable. She does not even recognize herself anymore. She has lost faith in everything. You have done well, Master Jedi. Darth Sidious carefully steps out from the shadow, but makes sure that his hood is still covering his upper face. Yaddle reaches for her lightsaber, but Darth Sidious freezes her with the Force. You tapped into the dark side. Most impressive for such an elderly Jedi Master who served on the Jedi Council for so long. Yaddle says nothing, unsure of how to respond to this Sith Lord who is clearly more powerful than her. I could kill you now, Sidious reminds her. Then why don't you? Yaddle questions. It would appear that my candidate for my new apprentice is one with the Force. Sidious kicks aside Dooku's corpse. Yaddle peers into Sidious's hood. Do you seriously think that I will... I'm not sure, Darth Sidious admits. But perhaps we can come to an understanding, to an agreement. And what agreement would we have? Yaddle questions. You and I both agree that the Jedi Council is corrupt and serves a dying Senate that oppresses the people it represents. The galaxy must be remade, transformed into something that works. Shut up, Sith! Yaddle retorts at Sidious. You know nothing of peace and order. Your idea of a perfect galaxy is one where you rule and oppress all others. We would be replacing one tyrant with another, and you would exterminate the Jedi Order. That I would, Darth Sidious is honest. But do you really want to be with the Jedi when they are exterminated? You have so much potential, Master Yaddle. Sidious relinquishes his force hold, and Yaddle falls back to the floor. You could be so much more. Instead, you would a pawn to the Jedi Council. You would a pawn to Yoda and his cronies. Sidious mocks Yaddle. Do you really want to bring peace and order to the galaxy? Yaddle knows that Sidious does not, but somehow she finds herself doubtful. Her confidence has been shaken, and she has just done the unthinkable by killing Dooku in cold blood. And even if she did go back to the Jedi Council, they might not believe her, which would not be surprising based on their normal behavior. And the fact that she just killed Dooku does not help her case. He was her only evidence. You have a choice to make, Master Yaddle. Sidious approaches her. I need a gesture of good faith from you, Sith Lord, Yaddle demands. A sinister smile curls up on the lips of Darth Sidious. Very well, Master Yaddle. Sidious grabs his hood and lowers it to reveal Senator Palpatine! Yaddle jumps back in shock. It's actually Supreme Chancellor Palpatine. Sidious reminds her. Ah, yes, Yaddle recalls. Master Yaddle, I must leave for Naboo shortly. The planet, as you know, has been liberated from Trade Federation control, and by the way, I was the one who created the Trade Federation blockade. I will be attending Qui-Gon Jinn's funeral. Are you coming? Sidious asks her. No, Yaddle declines the invite. Well, the rest of the Jedi Council, or most of it at least, will be there. Sidious says what Yaddle already knows. Except for your friend, Yarl Poof, and your old Padawan, Oporancissus. Darth Sidious cackles. Yaddle is still processing the fact that the Sith Lord is the new Supreme Chancellor, and she barely hears what he is saying. In order to be my apprentice, Yaddle, you must prove yourself worthy. You must prove your loyalty, Sidious tells her. What do you need me to do? Yaddle responds almost robotically. Your friend Yaddle Proof and your old Padawan Oporansis, they will be staying on Coruscant and not attending the funeral. You must kill them and bring them to me as evidence. Only then will you be worthy enough to be my apprentice. With that, Darth Sidious leaves, and Yaddle is left to herself. What have I done? What have I done? Yaddle screams into the air, but at this point it is too late. She has no options remaining.